Okay, I'm just going to show you how to tie a fly I posted recently. It's a spring flamethrower. Basically that's it there. It's just a flamethrower style fly, and it's tied with spring fish in mind, so yellow and black, silver. So pretty basic fly to tie, and it's maybe not just true to flamethrower style, but this is the way I do it. So just catch your thread in at the eye and take it down to the point where, if you let go, it's just by the barbs, about a mil by, and then on the way up catch a length of silver wire and come back down again. A couple more turns and catch in a length of silver holographic. This is wide. Tie it in. I'm just going to come up to about the halfway point with this and tie it off. Three or four turns in, trim away the waste. And then we're going to wind a wee tag with 3 turns of the wire, and then we're going to rib up the back half of the body with about 3 turns of wire as well, and tie the wire off, say, in around the halfway point. And you can break away your wire. Middle hackle is yellow. I'm just going to get a yellow feather out of this cape. It's just a Chinese cock feather. So that's it there. Just going to bring the fibres back and tie it in with the tip. Tie it in securely and trim away your waste. I'm just going to start the fold of the back with scissors, and then fold the hackle on. Oh, I knew that was going to break. This cape is a bit, broke a few out of it before, it's a bit brittle, especially at the finer tip. We'll try that again. Get a turn in, another turn in front of that, and just keep folding your hackle on until you feel you've enough. Probably sort of three turns. And any stray fibres that are messing about, you can pull them into line with a turn or two of thread after you tie the hackle in. Just get a couple of securing turns and trim away your waste piece. A couple of strays there, so just hold them back, take a couple of turns over it. So you've a wee hackle like that, a wee bit of wax, and what you want next is, I tie my bucktail in here, so trim some yellow bucktail eye from the skin. This is a nice straight fine one. This is one of Sean Stanton's Supreme bucktails. You can get them on his website at Frankensnilde. So they're really fine and nice and straight hair on them. So not like some of the stuff you get. Good bucktails hard to get actually. Can be crinkly and badly dyed and greasy. So these are nice bucktails. So I'm just gonna, wing length is about there. Probably 2.5 times the shank of the hook. roughly. Get that tied in nice and securely. I'm just going to check this off this other wing. Yeah, it's not bad. This is a size 10 hook, by the way, so it's a full and mill magnet, and it's a gold hook. So I'm just going to tie in 3 strands of crystal flash. This is the micro crystal flash in pearl. Just tie them in at the top, tie them down, and fold the waist ends back in a couple of turns, trim it away. And at this point you want to catch in a length of fine oval tinsel in silver. Tie it in underneath the shank of the hook, and the next part of the front part of the body is just black floss. So this is Danville's. It's 4 strand, but I'm just going to nip 2 strands out of it and tie them in. Just give that a wee wet, hold them together. Trim away the waist piece and wind that on. You want enough of black to get sort of 3 turns of rib, if you can, or thereabouts. So that's 1, 2, and we're just going to get the third on into more. 3, tie that off, trim it away nice and tight. And for the front hackle on this, it is actually a hen hackle, so I'm just going to pull it off the cape here and strip away the flue at the bottom. Tie this in with the tip. Because it's a hen, I just wanted the front hackle to kick a bit more, so also it'll thicken the hackle up with just a couple of turns, because I want to put jungle cock on this yet. So that's your hen hackle tied in, and you just want to wind 1 turn in front of the other. So if you're not happy with anything, just undo it and go to the start again. You can change most of the parts you're not happy with as you go along, but you're better to do that, otherwise you'll not, if the fly isn't how you like it, you'll not fish it, or in my case you'll not want to sell it to somebody. So that's your hackle, front hackle tied in, and all we need now is a couple of small jungle cock eyes. So the bottom of the cape here, you can pick a couple of smallish eyes out. Let me just see. There's 2 that should be approximately the same size. 2 feathers there, and just strip away the fibres at the point where you're going to tie them in. And a couple of loose turns to hold each one in place. Some people tie them on together. To be honest, I usually put them on one at a time, just till I get them where I want them to be sitting. And then once I'm happy, I'll double the stems back and get a few turns so they're locked in place. And what you can do is just, if they're not sitting right or once, you just push them towards the body and give them a wee push forward. It puts a small kink into the feather and makes it sit tighter against the side of the fly. Looks better. And basically all we need here to finish this is a strand of crystal flash in pearl, or in this case this is going to be Vineyard's Mirror crinkle flash. I'm going to tie a strand of that in. So tie that in. Then what we want to do is run a dab of glue about 1.5 inches over 1.5 inches section of this, so as you wind it, it should be actually sticking to the white thread. Should be sticking to the white thread. We'll see what happens. It hasn't caught the best there. You only need a couple of turns really. I'm probably overdoing it here, and you can use black thread if you wish, but I just use white. Just throw that wee bit of waste on the table, and then what I want is just a couple of turns for whip finish. Tighten the whip finish up. And then just want to coat the head with a coat of varnish or UV resin. This is super glue first. And I'll put a couple of coats of varnish over that. So that's basically your spring shrimp, or spring flamethrower. There's a couple I tied earlier as well. So you see the jungle cock there on it. So thanks for watching.